Yo, so today I want to talk about FRU PF and also Saus in the Ulti Project. These are my personal opinions and thoughts as an Ultimate Raider. I'm not a veteran raider. I just want to state that this is my first on content Savage and Ultimate. I started raiding when Anabisios was unlocked. So if you do have a different opinion from me from being a veteran raider or also another raider who's new, please just let me know down in the comments. But let's get right into it. Let's talk about FRU. FRU is a big step back from top and DSR. Top was very hard and needed a third party in order to become PFable for P5. I'm very glad FRU does not have that. Having a fight similar to DSR and T where you can clear it without any third party is fantastic, and I love ultimates like that. That's why DSR is one of my favorite ultimates to this day. Now, with that being said, I do not like the fact that there's no real DPS check, and that is because we all know Square Enix buffed a lot of jobs instead of just nerfing Picto. We all know that. Let's move on. Mechanics, they're not very hard. There's nothing really interesting. It's just there. There's a lot of nothing burger mechanics. I do think this ultimate is a lot more fun. It is trying to be like DSR without the difficulty, in my opinion. Having Diamond Dust and also the knockback in P1 and also Crystallized Time with the rewinds and UR with the rewinds, I think is fun. I think I love those. I think those are great. But there are a lot of mechanics that are just nothing burgers. Towers, nothing burger. Tethers, nothing burgers. Light Rampant, nothing. It is just, there's a lot of mechanics that don't really do much. And I would like more mechanics that are more challenging or fun. Like when I think of a challenging mechanic, I think of Doth or Party Synergy or something like Roth where you're moving with a group and everybody's getting hit. I think Diamond Dust is very good at being similar to Roth, but not exactly the same. I like the sliding. I think there are a lot of good things about FRU that are fun, but not difficult or challenging enough compared to DSR and top. And well, it's a good thing we don't have anything as hard as top or something harder than top. I do think something having more of a level of DSR would have been better, rather than getting what this is slightly lower than DSR. I do think since it is easier, it is one of the ultimates I recommend as one of your first beginning ultimates. Uwu, T, and FRU are the three I recommend because of them being relatively easy, the speed, and also the mechanics themselves aren't too challenging or not too difficult or not impossible. These are really good fights. I think top and DSR are still going to be harder than FRU, in my opinion. Top will always will remain hard because P5, P6, P2. DSR will always remain hard because of P3, P5, and P6. All really well designed fights and mechanics except for P5 at the top. Having FRU, there isn't really that many difficult mechanics that will keep people from clearing or getting people really stuck. I think it's just the quality of players in PF are just having issues with this because it is one of their first newer ultimates, so PF is usually right around the lower end of skill. And I'm not saying this to be mean, I'm just saying this because there are people who have done the other ultimates who have learned skills and learned things to have their own experience to do the fights a little bit more efficiently and know how to do things, where opposed to someone whose first ultimate will be FRU, Uwu, or T, right? And let's say they don't do Uwu or T and they go straight into FRU as their first ultimate. They won't have the experience of the other ultimates, and because of that, it will be a little bit harder. It is still an ultimate fight. It is still nothing to just like say, wow, this is super easy. It's super easy. It's still an ultimate. It's still hard. And it is definitely still going to be a challenge for a lot of people. That being said, I want to talk about Saus and the Ulti Project. There's been a lot of talk about them, and not just like now, it's always happened. And I do want to say I'm not someone who is a Saus helper or an Ulti Project person. I am someone who regularly plays in PF. FRU is the only time I've ever been part of an ultimate static. And now with that being said, I do want to talk about the comments. The comment that someone left on a YouTube video talking about the Ulti Project, and also the random PFs I've seen where people are talking bad about Saus, the Ulti Project, and also people in the ultimate raid scene who talk negatively as well. I think these people are just jealous or hurt because of the people that they're surrounded with. It is not really because of Saus or the Ulti Project. There are tons of people in PF who do the same exact thing. Like for instance, Saya K, he and his community also go around helping people, but you don't hear them people talking bad about them, do you? And then there's also people who just regularly go into PFs to help people clear, like Arisudi, Wonderful, Ike, and then for non-streamers, I can think of Alara, Goat Status, Freakmo, Feliz, Hato. Like these are just people who just go around PF and helping people. There are tons of people that like to help people in the ultimate raid scene. So I don't understand why people just want to target Saus in the Ulti Project for no reason. They are helping people clear and prog the fights. Yes, it might be a faster rate than people being in PF, and that's mainly because there's 7 or 6 people who are consistently doing the fight for about 10 to 20 hours, right? Sometimes it's less, sometimes it's more, it's whatever, right? They do events for turbo progs, they help people clear. It's not like they're just randomly like saying, oh yeah, we're gonna 7-man carry you. No, people need to study and do the fight. Even just to sign up, there is rules to do the fight. There's things in place to stop people from being carried. People don't understand that in PF, you have 8 random people. It is a luck of the draw lottery system. Does not matter which fight you're in. Doesn't matter if it's current or old. 8 random people. You don't know how often they play. You don't know if they took a break. You don't know anything. Ulti Project is a group of people who regularly run the ultimate to help people prog and clear out of the kindness of their heart. They don't do it because they want a funny number, or they want their totem, or they just want like bragging rights or whatever. They do this out of the kindness of their heart. There are people who do that, but they are not in the Ulti Project. The Ulti Project is full of people who are consistently able to play either their job or multiple jobs to make sure that people can enjoy the fight and enjoy prog. Have you ever tried to PF an ultimate? It is hell. It is miserable. Even if you have fun with the fight, PF is awful. That's why a lot of people recommend statics, but statics come with their own drop. I was very thankful I did this ultimate with a static, because I did the other ones in PF and I hated it. I loved my static. It was full of great people, fun times. I just feel bad because I was sick for a lot of it, or like I was shy. Two of my raid leads, like both of them, they're co-leads, Flip Fox and Bailey, fantastic people who are Saus helpers. They've helped tons of people clear in PF, or even helped out with a little bit of Ulti Project. They're great people. I really just love when people help other people. And that's because there aren't many of us. People fail to realize the ultimate raid scene is small. It is small. And there are people who quit very easily, whether they had bad experiences, not making prog, get in their own head. There are a lot of bad things that happen in progging and ultimate. That's why it's hard. But what Ulti Project and a lot of people are doing are helping other people's prog and clear fights. It does not matter how they did it. They still cleared the fights themselves. They were not 7-man carried. There are body checks to make sure that doesn't happen. That has happened since T. It is just very, very dumb that people are putting up PFs, excluding people from sauce clears, making sure that people have 3x, 5x, 12x totems, right? To make sure that people who haven't just gotten their clear can be in their party. When, trust me, the amount of clears you have does not equivalent to skill. Your number on your bars does not equivalent to skill. What equivalates to skill is the way you are able to retain the knowledge of the fight and be able to consistently do the mechanics while putting out the DPS. Those are not things that can be looked at by a number and said, oh yes, you have 10 clears. You will 100% clear this fight with us right now in one pull. Good luck. We're humans. We make mistakes. Even world prog and world racers literally make mistakes. There are people like me and other people like Saya, Ike, Hex that all rate for 12 to 20 hours in PF. We make mistakes. It happens. We're people. I just don't understand why there needs to be gatekeeping or goalpost moving. Like, you have a 0, that doesn't count. You have a grade, that doesn't count. You cleared with Saus, doesn't count. You cleared with Ulti Project, doesn't count. Oh, you had one helper in your PF, doesn't count. Like, it literally makes no sense. A clear is a clear. It does not matter how you got it, as long as you earn the clear. And I want you to listen to this. As long as you earn the clear. Pilots do not count. Using a bot does not count. Buying the account does not count. Those are examples of people who should not be in a reclear group. They are not actually the people who got the clear. People who actually earned and progged and cleared deserve the right to be able to reclear or be able to play without being scrutinized as a sauce legend or someone who got carried. We all get fucking carried in our first one. Always. And I don't want people saying he's upset because it was his first time getting cleared and he got cleared by Sauce. I've never been cleared by Sauce. I've been cleared with Saya, I've cleared with Ike, I've cleared with Flip Fox and Bailey, who were also in my static. Does that count as a Sauce clear, having 2 people that are Sauce helpers in my static mean that I got a Sauce clear? Like, clearing a fight does not matter. And you might be like, huh? What does that mean? It's a game. Clearing the fight matters to the person. What we value does not value the same to you. If I clear the fight for the first time, I don't care who it's with. I don't care how many mistakes I made. As long as I learned from those mistakes and don't make them again, I had fun. These are things I value, right? Having someone get a clear with Sauce, making me think, oh yeah, they don't deserve to play with me. I don't value that. NA is a very good place to raid because of the fact that we have a lot of helpers willing to help, not just in the Ulti Project. There are tons of people in PF who don't stream. There are tons of people who just go and help people. It happens. There's no reason to be upset or to exclude certain people because we all get help. We all get help. PF is just PF. It's gonna be a random lottery system of ups and downs. Never know what you're gonna get. It could be someone's first ultimate. It could be someone's bad day. It could be someone's very good day. It could be someone's perfection. Everything's perfect. You don't know. And gatekeeping and saying that the Ulti Project is taking good players away or creating inconsistent players or creating terrible players, PF terrorists or whatever, it happens. And it makes zero sense. Because at the end of the day, we're all people and we all have good and bad days. I don't know. I don't know. I think I'm just ranting at this point. But yeah, basically, to sum everything up, PF is going to be PF. FRU is really good as a very beginner ultimate. It is not hard. I believe anyone can clear FRU as long as they're willing to put in the time and willingness to learn. I think there should definitely be less hate towards Saus in the Ulti Project, and I think hate is just gonna hate. And yeah, I think that PF is just PF. Anyways, I'll see ya.